Hey, this is just a quick audio test. I'm gonna speak for a little bit and then I'm gonna hear it on my own monitor. So you can hear a duplicate for a quick second. Hey, this is just a quick audio test. I'm gonna speak for a little bit and then I'm gonna hear it on my own. Alright, yeah, I enjoyed that. That's good. What happened to the music? Oh, the song just happened to have ended. I get it. How's it going, everybody? My name is Hyden. Let's get this started. I'm gonna close the timer. Here we go. Alright. Oh, man. So I went rock climbing the other day, and I destroyed my hand. Like, I actually took a gash out of part of my palm. So it really hurts just to open my hand all the way. Luckily, you don't have to when you're typing. Your hand's kind of closed. But every time I open it, it reminds me, and it's kind of painful. I'm gonna turn, whoops, this volume down just a little bit. Alright. I just got a few little tidbits of cleanup real quick. One thing I don't like is if I search my name right now in like YouTube, it says that I'm live now, but doesn't actually show the video. Now that I think about it, I never tagged any of my videos as Hyden, except for like, I guess, well, that one that says Hyden style, and this car video. What if I turn low poly right now? Yeah, you got fancy tree stream. This is weird though. Oh well. Low poly stream. I gotta actually set up my keywords because I haven't been changing those. Low poly world. There we go. We got one in here at least. Little Lars videos. Oh, there's nothing of ours. Look at that. Alright. How's everybody doing today? Hello Realat. How are you? Hello Captain Croatia. Oh shit. From Croatia. So am I. Yeah. So I'm gonna press play. Show you guys where we left off 2 days ago? Yesterday? 2 days ago? I don't know what day it was. So basically, you can see our town is actually gone right now, which you might think is kind of odd. And it kind of is, but it's mainly because we're now making the world all at once using a tile system, essentially. So in our game, there's about, I don't know, what is it, 6 by 3 tiles. So it's 18 tiles in total. And the game is just going to load 4 at a time kind of thing. We got the water in here, which looks beautiful. Now, the ground here is really sloppy, so that's where I would have to go up and clean it up and make it look nicer. But yesterday I spent a long time on just deciding how I want the mountains to look. You can see some tearing there because I haven't connected the tiles, but that's fine. Yeah, so we spent a lot of time just trying to figure out how we want the mountains to look, how we're going to want the ground to look, and we kind of started laying it out, and that took us a long time. So then I quickly put in that mountain over there, way off in the distance, which, as you can see, it has pop in, which I actually don't actually mind the way that pops in. It's very video gamey, so the whole point in this game is to be gamey. And you can see it all goes white because we haven't colored past this tile. Yeah. So in this video, we're just going to basically hammer out all the rough outlines of our world. It's not going to be exact, but it's going to be good start, right? It's not going to have any like the special little unique features like a little cave in a corner or secret areas or any of that stuff. It's more just like the, if you were to zoom out at the world, what would it look like kind of thing. So in our imports, we have it here as world. I'll double click it, open it in Blender, and away we go. Okay, so this is what we were just running around on. You're probably like, holy shit, this looks nothing like that. This is really ugly. And it is really ugly. That's kind of the point. Right now, I haven't tiled any of this or done anything to it except for this little mountain range. So it kind of looks hard to look at. Over here, you can see we started basically outlining where the rough path will be. We have all these rough paths, and it's going to look a lot different than this once it's in the game. So for starters, this is going to have a Boolean a decimate modifier, triangulated, and we'll put it like 0.7. So it quickly means we're going to have to go back in and do tweaks to fix the path and whatnot, but it makes the mountains and everything look that much better, if you notice. So if I were to like save this here, let's just run around that world real quick. Let it upload. There we go. Press play. I gotta turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone. So if you look at the mountains now, that's not a good example. Here we go. You can see that they look a little bit more interesting, a little bit more low poly. Hello, Renz. How you doing today? So we will be doing that. Turn up the music. Oh shit, that never happens. Okay, I'll turn it up just a little bit. That might be better. I'll turn this down a bit. Alright. So the mountains look better. Obviously the ground here is just absolutely sloppy. That's going to require some good cleanup. But yeah, I'm going to put this down and we're going to start to do the modeling. Okay, so wait, just one more thing before we can start. I think I put it on my desktop. There we go. Here is my reference drawing. Okay, this is all I've done. This is my only concept art for the entire game thus far. And yeah, I do want to change the song. It's a cool song, but yeah. Yeah, I don't think Kappa exists on YouTube. I gotta send one message to someone so they know that I'm streaming, and then I'll respond once I'm done. Oh god, I'm dying. Oh, damn. Okay, ooh, sorry, I just basically absolutely died there. Oh, that was something. So yeah, I'm actually dying right now. You know when you get like water down your air tube or whatever? Jeez, painful. Anyways, this music's way too loud for me. Good. The stream died. It did. I don't think it died. I think I don't know. Okay. So, I'm going to put this off to the one side. I'm sorry that it died. That's a bad sign. Oh, I have Discord open. That might be hurting it a little bit, but not much. His Kappa actually changes. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to get to work on this. Basically, that little image that we have makes it a little bit harder to work with now. Because now I'm trying to like follow in line with that, and as you can see, I've done some weird like mountain ranges here that might not make so much sense. Like this mountain range should have actually been up here, I think. Realistically, I definitely think it should have been. But I guess not. Now the world is going to just be this. Then again, that was big enough of a running around area. So, I guess what I need to do now is just outline where I want water to be. Right? Now, a really cool plugin that I've got here is called multi-object editing, which kind of breaks it every now and then if you do Control Z and you shouldn't. But if we press enter, it'll make it all just one mesh for the time being. And we can go in, face select, I'll turn my display on for you guys. And I'm just going to roughly figure out where I want the water in this world to be. It's not too important, so like we can do something like this. Actually, we're never going to go over here. Whatever, we'll just make the world regardless. Over here the water is supposed to go all the way up to this town area, so we know this is all water. Okay, we can make this a little bit bigger. Alright. I've also planned it. What's going on over here? Okay, there's some weird, right, I don't know what happened to all this. I must have done like a smudge tool or something on it, which is a little bit silly of me. Yeah. So this is going to come down. And then it's just supposed to go up. And this is all supposed to be water, basically. So this is going to be the island. Yeah, I guess I can just pull it down for the time being like I did with this, right? Yeah. Alright. So if this is the island, it's kind of shady now. If I zoom out, I can't really see what I'm looking at. It's kind of crappy, but oh well. Now this world needs to continue up to like here, and we can't leave it super boxy, so we're gonna need to bring this in. Maybe make it a little more like that. So it's not as boxy. It still is going to be boxy-ish the way we've done it. That's okay. This can go around. And I kind of want the waters to go off like that. Now, I don't actually want any of these faces. So one thing about this way that I've handled the game, I guess I could say, is I want water to be on as less tiles as possible, but still seem like it's very abundant. That way when I'm not in those tiles, I don't have to worry about if they should be, like, you'll still be able to see the tile nearby, and if I had to make water moving everywhere, then that's just a lot of extra water, which I don't want to deal with. So I might be better off, like, making this do something like that. Cool. Oh, I fudged up. There we go. Okay. Sorry, what's the chat been saying here? I haven't really been paying attention. They're asking Mr. K how for something. I don't see what it is. Yeah. So if this is all water, that means all of this is going to be water, realistically. Right? This whole area is water. This whole tile, literally, is not needed. But for the time being, I'm just going to leave it in the game. I'll do cleanup later on, just remove the tiles that we don't actually even use. I like how the highlight goes blue, so now I can actually tell, like, the landmass is the black area, and then the water is blue. That's actually kind of fun. Okay, now we do need a smaller island on one of these tiles. Now, if this is the color, that means that this is the tile. So, let's... No, it's not what I want. Control Z. We will grab around it. And then dig into it, maybe. Now, where does this tile end? Because it's been rotated. It looks like the tile ends about here. So we do something like this. There we go. That's a decent shape for an island, I'd say. And we just gotta highlight all this other junk and pull it down. I'll go in there more and make more of it blue, I guess, in a bit, once I get all this junk out of the way. Yeah, it's a little bit silly how there's like no rivers or anything, so we're gonna have to deal with rivers next. So yeah, we have several tiles over here that are just not used. It's literally just water tiles. Hello Jack, how you doing today? Yeah, like I was saying earlier though, one thing that really bothers me about YouTube is if I were to search my name, that's mostly my own fault because I never made my name a tag for any of my videos. So I did that now for my stream, but even the stream doesn't appear here, which is silly. And there's no, is there an option here for a stream? Okay, we can go by like upload date. Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense. And now there's an artist called Hyden. Interesting. Not a fan. Stealing my name. Oh well. I'll survive. Super outdated Patreon. It's not super outdated anymore. I've kind of updated a little bit. I mean, I don't have any patrons, but I did go in and change it, saying like if you become a patron, you get characters in the game named after you and stuff like that. Alright. Now, we know that this has all been waterified up until where, though? Looks like here, which is fine. We can let the water end there, so it's basically like this. Okay. I'm not going to do anything specifically to this just yet, but I will unwrap it and change its color. Like, I'm not going to modify the actual mesh just yet. Take out proportional editing. Size this down. I'm going to set it to the blue that we've been using, which I don't know which blue we've been using. I guess it's this one. What I'm thinking is the farther it gets away from here, we're going to actually change it to a darker blue. That could be a good idea, actually. So, okay, I can't see anything now. No material. There we go. Oh, still can't really see stuff, but it's a little bit better. And you can see right here, we didn't actually color this, so let's just grab... Actually, first we gotta take all the blue. Oops. Hide. Hide. Hide all these. Okay. Yeah, so that water's a different color. It's supposed to be this color. Good to know. Hide all these again. I can't actually click it. That's a shame. Well, I fudged up. Okay. Well, we can hide that. That was the whole point of this. Was that a separate mesh? Interesting. I didn't realize I made that a separate mesh already. Okay. Totally fine. I want to make all this also just blue. I'm thinking an easy solution. No, I do need to do it like this, I suppose. Problem is, now if you stand here and you're to look over here, you'll notice that the world ends. So we kind of need this water to keep going realistically like that. It's kind of like the only thing that makes sense to me. So we'll do something like this. Okay. Now we can grab all those. We're going to unwrap all these first, so they're all together. Size them down. Make them blue. Unhide it all. Okay, next thing I'm going to do... actually, I'm going to wait until I make the water itself a separate mesh. But I'm going to change the color the deeper it gets, kind of thing. It'll be a cool little effect. We're not going to do that just yet. I think it'll be a little bit... That's probably a little bit too early. Okay. So I guess the next thing is specifically to come in... okay, I don't want to do this just yet. I want to hide all of this water again. It's kind of frustrating how I'm grabbing these other tiles here. Hide. So it's going to be one massive island, just like Kanto in Japan and Pokemon. Yeah, kind of. You're not going to be able to travel to here, it's just like sticking out from a world kind of thing. That'll be... I don't know what the story reason behind that'll be just yet, actually. I didn't want to unwrap that again. That was a big mistake. It's going to get rid of all my grass and mountains. And also freeze blender. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. Control Z. Okay. I don't feel like I'm doing this part, so... Okay. It is annoying that all of these are, like this. I don't really see a good way around that now. Just kind of SOL. Wait, I can press L on these, can't I? There we go. So the ones that haven't been colored, like all these tiles. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm at like too zoomed out to... Okay, I'll do one at a time actually, just so I make sure I don't crash anything. L. Unwrap. It was all already one color, so undo that one. Okay, that one's fine. Right, we have solid color ones, those don't matter. This one. You can see it's missing some stuff. That's because we hid those and we didn't want to, so we can fix that in a bit. But for now, solid colors. What is this song called? It's called Naviro the Ghost? Okay, take all this. I mean, I don't have to keep Smart UV unwrapping because it's already unwrapped, so it's kind of silly of me to do that. But I can just press L on this area, can't I? Yeah, see, and it's already... Oh no, but this one's been colored. We're going to lose this path for the time being because I want to make this all solid colors. It's just going to be easier to work with, and I want to deal with looking at this boxes everywhere. Smart UV. We are going to need different environments, I think. Instead of making the whole game like grassy, we're obviously going to need like a desert area. We're going to need a savanna type area, which is still, that's kind of desert, but not so bad. It's almost like a mesa, that's what I was picturing. Alright, L on this. We're going to need, we already have a forest, like a couple forests planned, so those aren't going to be a big issue. Hello, One Man Gamer. How you doing today? I ain't gonna be sorry for being late. I'm actually just glad that you showed up because I'm glad that everybody shows up. It's amazing. I'm surprised people enjoy supporting me by watching the streams and whatnot. So, how have you been? All right. These tiles are so useless because you're never gonna go this far. Like a lot of these tiles are just never gonna be seen. But for now, you gotta unwrap them. Plus, another reason why I'm not deleting them is because at some point down the road I might want to have a use for it, so then I'll just give it a use. And since it wouldn't have been deleted, it'll be easy to do so. So how's everybody else been though today? Anybody worked on anything special? Anybody do anything special? It is a long weekend, right? Okay, there we go. Save. It has been half an hour, so we do the first round now of roulette. So, haha, alright, roulette. That's always the best part. I actually enjoy doing this. Alright, so, roulette is very simple. The rules are simple. I'm going to press the play ad button. Whoever gets stuck with the ad, preferably watch the whole ad. That's up to you. You can skip if you want. If you watch it, it helps me. If not, that's okay. But, what you have to do is type in chat what ad you got, and basically you're the unlucky soul for today. So, I'm going to press it. Let's see who gets it. I want face cam reveal. I was actually thinking about replugging in my face cam, but like I find if you look at the screen here, usually all this space is used. Like right now here this isn't, but if I tab in and start actually adding modifiers or going to the materials and whatnot, there's no good spot for me to actually put my face on the screen, especially in Unity as well. I noticed a mistake here. I'm not going to give that any water. Okay. So, get some weird colors still in some spots, kind of funny. Actually, now if I unhide everything, we can see these areas. Oh, I'm gonna pull this down. Alright, so these are 4 right here. These need to be water, so. Okay, now what are these? Oh, no, I meant, okay, let's try this again. Right click, press period over here and I'll zoom into it. Okay, those are problem tiles, that's what those are. Yeah, a lot of problem tiles. You can see all the little problems. Here, 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 here. Quite a few of them. Why do I get ads on desktop? Sorry, 13-year-old gamer. Art of Chicken's got a 4-minute ad. Whew, that is long. Yeah, just put the camera right in the center. Just have my face floating right in the middle. Make it so it's only your face. Yeah, basically I'm just working on the game and I'm just looking at you guys talking. You don't see anything I'm doing. So wait, did only Art of Chickens get an ad? Oh, it's interesting. Okay, so one way we're going to have to make the terrain transition from one to another is going to be either with rivers, or we could try potentially color shifting it. So by color shifting I mean, so say we have a green here, like I'll give you an example. I'll make this like a desert area. Alright, so we come out of this forest over here, as we know. So say, we don't need to be this large, sorry, 1 second. Alright, so say we come out of the forest, we follow this path. Isn't there supposed to be a city here? I've confused myself, wait, what's happening here? This is the forest, right here. You come through, oh, right, I just need this to go down. Something like this. I actually really like this My Name is Perseus song. I don't know why. Right, so like it'll go something like that. So now we can grab that color shade, color, make it the appropriate brown. Now, color shifting. Let's just, as an example, it'll look a lot better once we're triangulated, so I might not do the color shifting until then. Or dithering, that's another technique we could do here. But for now, I'll just show you. If I take all these tiles, I can then set them. Where are they in here? Okay. So if this is the green that this is, I could then start to move it up. Now, you're going to obviously notice the line because it's a straight line. I would do it more so on angles. So like, this over, right? Then, I could take the next tile, so it would be like these. And I could pull it over again. There's quite a noticeable difference in the color, eh? Right. Actually, let's just do it all the way across. We'll get rid of the dirt for now, that's fine. But it would do something like this, right? So I've shifted the color just along here. I could also, if I wanted, shift it to be lighter or darker. So that would just involve... Oh, Art of Chicken, thank you. That's really nice of you. I could have shifted it like this, right? And then all of a sudden we've got this kind of color, right? You can tell there's like shifting happening. Now, I do need to make it a little bit better. So like, this would be grass, like normal grass, right? Pull this back here, alright? And it would just follow like more of a better pattern, straight lines instead of being so jaggedy. So these can go there, these can go there, and that could be like the final color, let's say, or maybe that's the final color. So you can see what happens there, right? It looks like a blend. It actually blends really nicely. Hello Luca, how you doing today? Let's just make all this also the brown. Alright. Yeah, so that's basically what we're gonna do once we get to that stage. Right now I'm just blocking out volumes here. I guess that's a good way to word it. One thing I'm constantly checking is to see if my video shows up on YouTube if I just type in Hyden. And it doesn't. It always just says live now, and that really bothers me. That really bothers me. Actually, what does my thing look like if I... Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. Look at it. Look at it. Can I see it in videos if I click videos? No. That's a shame. Oh well. Miley, I'm not really sure how much delay I have. I just was, as soon as I looked over, you just typed out Hyden. Now I see kick him. Now I see wish I had money to donate. That would, oh man, I wish I had money in general. It's great. Okay. What did 13-year-old say this time? Not even 2 seconds late. That's actually impressive then, if it's that fast. I'm kind of surprised. Wait, I'm gonna zoom out. Let's see when it did that zoom. It has to be a little bit longer, unless my stream isn't playing. But, okay. So, the idea here is we know we're gonna have a town here. Forest here. Town here. I could actually, if I wanted, just so I remember, let's add some text. Or no, what, you know what's better than text? I actually really enjoy using these. How do I do them again? Not shading. Not screencast, which is on. Okay, good. Oh, it's right at the top here. New. There we go. So can I just draw now? No. New layer. There we go. Starting town. Why can't I draw? What? I don't know how to use it. Maybe I need my actual tablet plugged in? Can I not? I should be able to. Where's the button that actually says, like, start drawing? Anybody see it? Ay. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Blender, start, grease, pencil. Yeah, no, I actually can't wait till I get to cities too. That'll be the fun part. Do I have to go to the tool shelf? Okay. Grease pencil. Draw. There we go. Haha. Okay. So I can call this starting town. What? Additive drawing. Okay, just draw for me. Come on. ST. I don't like that. Continuous drawing. There we go. Draw. This is actually extremely painful to do. If I had a tablet, this would be really nice. I do have a tablet, but I don't have a cable for it. It's in my basement. I do have a cable for it, but yeah, lazy. Okay. Instead, I will just... I don't want to create text objects. I'm not going to label it then. I'll get a tablet for my next stream and start labeling things. Anyone know the name of this remix? I can give you the link if you would like. Do you developing the game when you're not streaming? Augustine, not too much lately, but yes, I plan on coding when I'm not streaming. Okay, so we got some volumes. Now we need some more rivers. And I'm not worrying about the coloring just yet. So, if we go across here, right, we got a lake. I'm only going to really worry about, too, the stuff that we see at this point. So I know for a fact, like, this is going to be covered in trees. Now, this leads to over here. So we go to this town. Then we, I don't know, go through some sand type area. We'll figure that out. Okay. I made that a lot darker than it's supposed to be. There we go. So starting the game, I don't explain it too much just yet, but just like, I can tell you so far that you're just going to be playing as a mage kid going on an adventure and catching creatures. Like, that's kind of all I can give away just right now. Do I like this kind of music? It needs to be royalty free. Oh, and also I should clearly not click links because... How do I go back? Can I delete? Will delete send me back? No. Home? No. Well, now my chat's gone. Alright. That's a shame. Pop out. Alright. There we go. So Mehmet is saying, I think you should think about different walking ways. One line walking path, kind of boring. So, I'm glad you pointed that out. This isn't basically me saying you're going to run along this the whole game. Picture this is just a giant open area, and roughly you go in this direction. So like if I were, here let's go in the Unity. Let's go in Unity itself real quick. So I gotta exit this. Please don't break. And are we good? Are we good? Oh shit. Okay, well, oh shit. Thanks. Thanks. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, what are these named now? I hate this shit sometimes, man. Okay, so we have this one giant piece named multi-edit. Come on. Alright. P. Buy loose parts. That's really upsetting. Now I gotta rename them again. And the origins are messed up. Ah, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to read too much about that. I'm just going to rename this one for the time being. So this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, 4. Alright, so everything else is going to disappear except for 3, 4, which is fine. We go here. I don't care if everything disappears. I'll survive, I suppose. Yeah, no, Mr. K, I am actually aware of what's happening in chat, and you're doing a really good job. I'm really thankful. You're my only moderator. I'm gonna need to get more moderators at some point. Especially if we keep getting 50 viewers per stream. This is impressive. I don't know, like, where you guys are finding me, or how you found me, but that is awesome. I'm actually kind of curious. How did you guys find me? Alright, we need our player scene. Okay, now we need the player itself. We'll go, where are you at, player? Okay, you're slightly below the ground. Okay, there we go. So, if we look, this is going to be like the path you can run on, right? But there's going to be, like, you can run over here. You can do the stuff that's over here, right? You can run off the path. And this is also just like the main path that I'm making. Eventually there'll be like another like lighter dirt road here that you can take, right? Or you can trail off over there and it'll loop back in. And yeah, that's gonna look amazing. Look at this. This is just squared, picture being triangles and triangulated. I'm actually so excited for that step. I want to get there fast. I can't rush it though. I don't actually find Lopala easy. I think it's like, it's very stylized, right? Man, that's gonna look so friggin' good. I'm so excited just to get to this part. I can picture how, it's gonna be so good. Okay, I'm really enjoying this. Let's take all these. We're gonna enter it. Oh, can we not now? No. Okay. Let's make sure everything's separated by loose parts. By loose parts. Make sure there's nothing duplicated. Okay, we have a couple weird ones here, like this one. By loose parts. Alright, so we'll save this. We're going to close Blender. I want to make sure that whatever opens isn't Unity though. Okay, good. Now we're going to reopen Blender and hope that we can do the multi-edit tool. "13-year-old, you really gotta stop. It's kind of annoying everybody. It's making it really hard for me to read the chat too. I don't want to have to ban you. Oh, is he banned? There you go. There we go. I actually don't even mind then. Like, It was already annoying. It's okay. I'm sure we're all happier without that. It's called World. Renz, I'm actually gonna remod you. Not remod, but you are a mod over on Twitch. So I guess it would only make sense that you're a mod here. So you'll be my second moderator. There we go. Okay, now hopefully we can edit in multi-edit again. There we go. Good. Alright. So, main path. I guess I'm not really 100% on how I want to do the rest of that path, so I can just work on making these tiles look good. What is going on here? Oh no, are there two of everything? There aren't. There just happens to be two of this one. Why? I don't know. But there was. It's kind of funny. Miley's basically saying that the two mods are both Dutch, and she's wondering if she become a mod. Just because she's also Dutch. That's good. Mauro is saying that the world would probably be bigger. So we played. Like, where am I? Upside down. What's going on here? Yeah. Okay. We played around quite a bit with how the world should be, and this is actually a pretty good size. You'll see in the long run how it's gonna work out. Yeah, I think this will be good. So I'm gonna work on now just making this like the Great Plains area, because I do know for a fact that I want it to be the Great Plains. So let's start by making all of this green. Now it's gonna be a different green though, so I guess that's all I'll need for the first part. Grab this, pull it over. What's all here? Okay, pull that over. That just happens to be the wrong green, sadly. Okay, let's grab all this, make it the right color to start with. This one. There we go. It's up there. Okay. Boom. Yeah, so now that we know, we don't really have to do the transition here, mainly because of the bridge. But I still think it'd be kind of cool, so I'm gonna do the transition. But I'll start it a lot closer. So it's gonna be like these tiles on an angle, right? And then these tiles. This can go across. And I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Yeah, let's actually deselect these then. Now the reason why I stopped here is because this is going to be the forest, so I'm not 100% sure where this Great Plain and the forest transition will happen, but we'll just do this one. And basically, plains are kind of like what color? Like they're more of like a tannish color, right? Like it's still green, but it's like green, tan, brown. Not as just like green brown, if that makes sense. Hello, Kojak. How you doing today? Okay, so I guess the transition doesn't even need to be that noticeable, because it's going to go from... Oh, that is really noticeable, eh? We'll lighten it first, then we'll take all the tiles after that. It should be these tiles. It's interesting how I don't need to do much of a transition here, because they're already so close. I might do dithering. I'll explain what that is to those who do not know in a second. Yeah, that's probably all I need just for now. Grab this, pull it up, and over. I don't know, it seems like... I should probably put it here first, and then maybe one more color. Let's see. Oh wait, we got a weird one. Where's this? Oh, that's Oh, I should also turn on display since I mesh analysis. What the hell? Never actually seen that before. Mesh analysis overhang. Interesting. One man gamer saying, is every biome going to be separated by a river or a large ravine? Would be cool. For the most part, yes. Actually, for the most part, no. It's going to be separated sort of like this. Just a nice transition. But there will be a lot of rivers that... Not a lot of rivers, but there will be rivers that do separate biomes and whatnot as well. Okay. I don't know why this is double layered. Am I just going crazy? I am going crazy. It should be like that. Alright. I missed the color here. That's a shame. Oh well. Alright, so we'll take all this. We're going to move it all aside for a second. Put them all together. I wonder if I can pull it down like that now. If I can, like, will that look weird? Or does it need to be like this first? No, it actually didn't look that bad if I just went like this. It's a strong transition, but I guess it makes sense. Alright. So the idea is all of this needs to be that color. Because this is all the Great Plains. So the idea behind this in the game, if you guys are wondering, is simply the fact that in Canada, to get to the Grand Canadian Railway hotels, you basically go through all of Canada, right? And a huge vastness of it is the Great Plains. I mean, they're not called the Great Plains, but I'm calling them that. That's essentially what's happening here. Now, I don't know where I want it to start, like where the Great Plains are going to start up here, so I'm just going to just end it off at random for now, but yeah. So it's all of these. Wow. Alright, unwrap it. Smart UV, actually unwrapping with 2. Interesting. Well, smart UV project. Oh. It's alright, Flex. Just watching always helps too. The view count's always nice. Yeah, I guess I'll just put this all in there. Was that the color I chose? That was the color I chose. Cool. We're going to change this up a little bit. I don't really like how it's a straight line. But yeah, remember, it's going to be triangulated, and they're gonna, so it's not going to be as perfect here. One thing I could do, though, like I said, dithering is a simple... I'll actually just show you an image for you. Dithering. So this is the process of dithering. So it's popular in pixel art, and since it's basically just pixel art what I'm doing, but really zoomed out, it looks at pixel art because I'm zoomed out. It's the process of going from one color to another by making it look like it fades, by doing transitions like this. So instead of like doing this, you chop it up like that, right? So obviously what looks better, left or right? Left. Excuse me. So that'd be a 2-color like change. So essentially I would just take like all of these now if I wanted, as an example. I don't want to move them though, sorry. There we go. And I don't know if I would want to set these back to the original color here. Yeah, that kind of stands out now. Look at how, like, yeah, it's a big transition. Do something like that. And then in this part, we would take all the opposites here. Something, I don't know. I don't know which ones to grab. I've never tried dithering in pixel art. This is going to be a bizarre look, I think, but you never know, it might look good. No, I somehow managed to make it look like that. Yeah, not a fan. Like, I could spend more time to look good, because you can see, like, right here looks really nice. But this just looks sloppy. There we go. It actually does look a lot better than this does, though. That's for sure. Exitol. Basically, I decided, once the Kickstarter failed, to take time to myself. And I started doing web development, app development, stuff like that. Now I'm just getting back into game dev, and I figure I'll start with something fresh, something new. And that's this. Now, one thing I can color really easily to get some mass volumes colored here is the mountains, right? So let's hide everything right now that's gray, which is, I believe, this. Hide. And white, which is these. Hide. So these are all of the uncolored mountains. And whoops. I want to use the B tool here. I'm going to select all of these. Oddly enough, it looks like yeah, there we go. B tool again. There. Alright. We're going to recolor all of whatever we've just grabbed. Looks like we've got some browns, some yellows, some every color. Smart you project it. Let's go. Size it down. Oh, we put the 1 hour mark. You know what that means, guys. Rip. Is the stream dead? The stream's still running. It seems that my upload rate is never passing. Like it flashes yellow and green, which is a bad sign. I wonder if that's because my encoding settings aren't. Like, shouldn't this max bitrate be higher? I'm gonna do 2000. Hit apply. Hit OK. Do I have to stop and start again? Alright, the stream's gonna. Oh no, look, it's going up. It is not staying up there though, eh? I don't know if I just broke it or not. We'll see. Is it running smoother or worse? I feel like that's just gonna make it run worse. Right? It's just all red right now. Where's my stream health? Can I view this? I don't know. I'm gonna change it back to 1500 because this is always red, and that's probably not a good thing. Apply. Hit OK. Now it's just staying at 1800, eh? It's not gonna go back down to 1500 for me. Causing me so much grief. There we go, let's drop back down. Yeah, okay, so having it higher made it worse. Sorry about that, guys, just had to figure it out. What is this part here? Yep, I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. We're not gonna touch it. Okay. So this gray, I believe, was this blue, or it was one higher. Looks like it was one higher. Okay. Okay. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna color this now around there, but we can get there soon. Okay, so now let's color the higher points here. So everything that's above this point, I figure would need to be white. That seems about accurate, right? Cool. Okay, now we're gonna need to create what's usually around mountains? What color? If I type in mountain. Mountain. Yeah, it's starting to get there. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Okay, so when I see mountains here, I can see... Oh, that's gorgeous. Where is this? I want to go there. So Alex, basically with the previous game, the Kickstarter failed, and I decided to just take a break from game dev and focus on web development and like websites, apps, and stuff like that. And over the last few months, I learned PHP and I was really good at it, but I was missing game dev. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna come back in. I'm gonna hammer a game out. I'm not gonna worry about a Kickstarter. I'm just gonna make a game. Because I feel like once the game's out, it'll sell. I just need to actually get to that point. So I'm just gonna hustle. But I figured I might as well start a new game because I feel burned on the other one, I guess. It's no real big deal. And I guess this needs to be like a tannish color, right? It's gonna lose grass. So all around this mountain, I'm just gonna do it sloppily. I've realized it doesn't really matter how clean I do it. I'm gonna take all this. And it doesn't matter because it's gonna be triangulated. So doing dithering like this is completely pointless, and it's gonna take longer if I did it that way. It's not worth the time. So this right now, unwrap it again, size it all down. There's a huge lag going on here. Basically, yeah, I'm just gonna be doing this. I got a little bit of money saved, so I got time where I can just not like work in a job. We'll see how this goes. I'm trying not to take any contract work right now, also. So, wait. This needs to be more like this color. And we're going to transition it up and over there. It's like a tan color. Alright. So, I'm actually going to hide this. Alright. Take the next parts. Also, I want to hide the mountains. Real quick. Alright. So at this point, I can probably take most of this. I don't know why I didn't go all the way to here, though. That was kind of silly of me. It's okay, we'll go to there. And let's unwrap this. If it is done, I will buy it. Oh, it will finish, that's for sure. Just got a flashback from the color palettes. What was your flashback? So, if we just put that one over here, this could be there. I don't like that color at all. It needs to be a lot more washed out. But that makes it look... Maybe we'll go to a green for the mountain? That doesn't really make much sense, though. I can't just change it random to be white or a gray, because then it just looks like more of a mountain. I suppose I can do something like that. Like lighter rock? I don't know. I don't really know. I'll leave it like that for now. Let's hide all those pieces. Alright, now let's take these leftover blocks. Okay, can I just L that? Nope, I cannot. I'm gonna ignore that for a second. I'm hoping this will look fine after I decimate it, because I'm just kind of rushing the coloring now. Oops. I want to light pack that. And I'm just going to set this to be the mountain itself. And bam. 55 viewers, says one man gamer. Are there 55 viewers? Look at that, there are. I'm really surprised, actually. What will the game be called? I do have a name. Now, I don't want to give away the name just yet until I actually get the domain for it. So I'll tell you the name in a few days, probably. But it will come. Okay. I really want to see how this looks in Unity, but I know it's all broken right now, so I'm going to ignore that. Or maybe if I exit it now, it'll fix that error it had last time. That would be cool, but I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Oh, I never actually did a round... Did I do a round 2 of Ad Roulette? And did I break it again? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Oh, now I'm in trouble. Look what happened. Oh! I think I know why that happens. Okay, it's all one object. See how I have these things hidden? That's what causes it. So I need to Alt-H before I can exit, and then do the exit button. I see why. Okay, that's cool. That's the glitch. Not it's cool that it's a glitch, but it's cool that we kind of solved the problem of the glitch. Oh yeah, it's cool that there's a glitch that constantly fucks over my entire goddamn game. Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. Great. But no, now we at least know the cause of it, so that's good. We can avoid it. Which also tells me that if I rename these, I probably won't have any other errors, now that I know the cause of all of the errors. Oops. I actually don't know why this has been extruded down, and why there's 2 of them. So I'm going to have to delete that. Oh, because there's a water piece. That's fine. For now, let's just make it green. Actually, you know what? Let's just make it the gray. Just make it mountainous. Who cares? Probably the same over here too. Unknown Sinner. Thank you for that. That's a nice comment always here. I don't know which ones I just grabbed. Make sure I took the right ones. Not this one. Okay, wait, now I'm really confused. There's this, and there's... What the hell is... Okay, yeah, delete that. Oh, there we go. Delete, okay. I'll tweak all that later, I don't really care too much. I do want to rename them now that I know that this will work. You can see all of its origins are once again all messed up. Or are they? Yes, they are. Okay. I also have a bunch of Duplos everywhere. Where are those? Oh, isn't that just fun? Okay, let's take all these and hide. I don't know what J does. Hide. No. Okay. Move these to this layer. Now Alt-H. And these should all be the Duplo files. 3 Duplo, multi-edit, a 1 Duplo. Yeah, so get out of here. Now. Take everything, move it back to the first layer. Justin Films, I'm glad I can be a motivation. You should send some art and stuff of what you've done. It's always fun to see. Okay. Origin to geometry. Then we have a water piece here. So cursor to selected. Origin to 3D cursor. Because I'm basically setting everything that's in this tile to be the origin, have their origins based on the center of the tile. So this water piece needs its origin to be based as if it's part of this tile. Basically this helps me for when I throw it in a blender. Okay, so let's do the quick renaming. I wish you can rename these in bulk, but you can't. Well, you know what, I can name them. Oh no, they're not going to be in order for me, are they? They're not going to make it easy. Excuse me. Oh, I messed up again. I totally zoned out there. It's always great when that happens, isn't it? I think I caught it quickly. Sometimes I'll like name the whole thing, or like I'll be doing a task and I'll just completely go past the numbers or whatever that I'm supposed to be writing, and I feel like an idiot afterwards. Oh, look, we still have an error. P by loose parts. Origin to geometry and origin to geometry. Whew. 60 viewers, wow. Guys, you guys are amazing. I'm really surprised. 1.5. It's always flat when I try to connect them or they don't connect right. Says eWinter. Yeah, so basically the way we're getting around this game is we're just making it one giant tiled mesh. We're using a plugin called Multi-Editor, so that it's causing us a lot of grief because there's some bugs with it, but we've learned basically how to avoid all the bugs, which is kind of neat. But basically it allows us to edit the giant mesh at once, and then in Unity each mesh is a scene. Now you're going to notice that mine don't actually connect just yet. That's fine, like they're tearing in certain parts. We'll fix that soon. Not soon, we'll fix it at the end. 4. Okay, now did the water get messed up in the naming convention? It did. It's supposed to be 3_2_water. Okay, and this is supposed to be 3_3_water. Okay, save. Go back here. Thanks, Trash Filmmaking. Where can I follow the making of the game, says Flex? Basically I stream non-stop and on my Twitter. Hailstorm says, are there any mechanics you want to add that aren't used in Pokemon games? Yeah, so there's a lot of tweaks to combat, so it's not actually just like a basic turn-based game that Pokemon is. That's basically a huge change in the mechanics. For the rest of it though, it's going to be pretty standard RPG stuff. So it's just like dialogue boxes and a story that you follow, right? There was a list of, not a list, but I had several main changes to the mechanics that I thought of, but I can't really think of them at the top of my head right now. Aside from the fact that the combat's going to be vastly different. Yeah, that looks cool. And that's still not even triangulated or decimated, and still looks pretty cool. So you can see here, there's obvious tearing, right? All we have to do afterwards is just take both verts with the B tool, and then just make them be the exact same positions. So we're going to have to do that along the entire seam. It really messed up here though. Well, it's not really messed up, we just have to pull that up. I know I'm not live 24/7, but I stream like every day now. I'm going to be getting more and more frequent also, and stream for longer and longer periods of time, and I failed my jump. Alright, let's just move the player manually. Player rig. I'm not going to have... You're not going to be able to swim in this game. I'm taking that out entirely. I want the water to just be like treacherous. It moves. Probably going to add like particle effects to the water, I guess, to make it like seem dangerous. Is the main character boy or girl? The main character is whatever you decide, and that works basically just by changing... Where is it? Right here. There we go. Now we have a man. Now we've got a more muscular man. Right, so it's totally up to you. Okay. So the mountains themselves are probably a little too small. Is that a hole or is that just a tile? That's a tile. We'll change that. Or not even that they're small, they just don't go up like fast enough. Like, there's a lot of bad stuff going on over there. But I mean, I'm not against. Yeah, they're probably a little small. We'll make them bigger. Or if I'm correct, wait, let me just see something. Scenes. Let's open up one of these real quick. It is all 10. What if I just made the scale slightly bigger? No, I don't want to increase the scale more because the tile's already a good size. Yeah, whatever. Let's take everything, enter this again, And we're gonna grab just the tips of the mountains, turn on proportional editing. We're gonna put it on maybe sharp. Maybe sharp, let's see. Okay. Right. Save this. We'll just check it again real quick. See if they're too big. I'm not sure, Miley, what do you mean by Unity physics? What part there? Was it my fail jump? Is that what we're talking about? Because I did fail jump. Kind of said, oh my god, look at this, eh? 65 viewers, and we're holding strong at that. My record, I think, is 67 viewers. I could be wrong. I think I might have hit 70 once. It'd be really cool though if we started getting like 75 viewers concurrently. Is there going to be a beta, says Flex? A beta. I can't say the word. Yeah, so there will be. That's going to go to my Patreon people, which currently I have none. But eventually they'll get it. The idea is once a month I'm going to give them a build where they can just run around and like test out the new features. They're going to start out just very, very vague, like, hey, just run around this giant world. There's nothing to do in it, but you can just run around, right? And then eventually it'll become more like, hey, test out this combat feature. So it'll just be like you have 3 things, you fight 3 other things. I could make the players smaller, says Maru. I'm not going to worry about it because I like how big the player is in relation to one tile size. Now, she's falling right to the ground. I don't know why. I effed up. I effed up. This needs to exit this. It's okay. It's not a big problem. However, guys, it is time for another chat roulette. Even though we're only at 1 hour and 20 minutes. Why the hell did I call it chat roulette? Oh my god, you guys remember that website? Is that still a thing? I'm curious. I'm not gonna obviously like be on it long, but is that still a thing? Chat roulette? It's literally like the bane of existence right here. Is it place you can oh my god, it still exists! Is it? Oh, you have to download and install Flash. Oh. Yeah, fuck it. But anyways, it is time for a game of ad roulette. The rules are simple. I'm going to press the play ad button. Never get stuck with the ad. Tell us what you got. If you want to watch the whole ad, that would be great because that's a good way basically to donate to me. Yeah, that's just a good way to donate to me basically because you don't have to give me money. It's ad people who give me money. You just see their ad. So I'm going to press it. And yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to open it on my stream. I didn't even know it was still a thing. I heard of that. What is that, like 7 years ago? Jeez. Okay. Let's quickly, before I go back in, I want to change these tiles to be gray. Or green. Are they supposed to be green? No, they should be gray. Turn off proportional editing. And I mean, I think some of them green, I guess. Just not like these main ones in the back area here. Those should definitely be our nice blue-gray. Alright, let's load this up. Wix.com, eh? Is that Big? I can't pronounce that name. Beagletorin. Beagletorin? I could be completely wrong. Thank you for showing your support. Thanks, guys. It's really helpful that you guys turn off ad blocker. What is the main language in Canada? About 55% of us are English speakers, first language. French is primarily only spoken in Quebec and half of New Brunswick. And then we just have a lot of people from all around the world. So like a lot of Chinese, a lot of, actually there isn't actually much Japanese in here. We have a lot more Koreans all of a sudden. English is English is like, I say 55%, like that's first language, but like 90% of us all speak English at least. Okay, so if I press play now, hopefully my scene isn't broken, right? Don't be broken, don't be broke. Why are you still broken? Did they get? Oh, this is so annoying. Why you do this? I just literally just renamed all you, and it worked. And now you're gonna give me this BS Duplo thing again? Nobody wants your Duplos. Okay, well, I'm not going to rename all the tiles right now, but I will rename this to be 3_2. Okay, yeah, we're not going to be able to go into Unity much because there are still some errors that I can't seem to figure out why they're happening. 3_3, so this tile should be 2_2. That's all I want to see. It's just 2_2. Okay, that's not how you do an underscore. 2_2. Mr. K. Non, je déteste le français. C'est difficile. That's great. Yeah, my French is terrible. This is 1_2. Okay. I guess we also need to rename this one tile. So this is 2_1. So we have a few tiles that we can actually just look on. Miley, that's great. I accidentally blacklisted gaming.youtube, but I'll whitelist it. Okay, so we're still falling through the air. I don't know if I saved. I did. Maybe our player's just too low at this point. Yeah. Oh, no, it's just... the world is terrible. What is life? Why did this happen? I am confused. Oh, because all their origin points? Okay, that's fine. Origin to geometry. Okay, just exit this for a second. Go here, save. It takes so long just to do a couple testing things. Is the game going to be open world, says Paul? It's actually not going to be open world. So I'm doing a lot of extra modeling for parts that I don't necessarily need. But that's why I'm doing it. Android PC. Hey Hyden, I want to be a moderator. That's kind of interesting. I think that's the first message I've seen you send. So I don't know if I should trust that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Ooh, I gotta fix the water. The world isn't gonna be open world, but I am modeling it so that you can see off into the distance. And then I'm gonna make it more and more detailed as we go along. I don't think I can make any of the jumps here. Maybe over here. That water is trippy when it's too high, eh? Alright. Yeah, I think this is the only spot I can make the jump, right there. Good. Alright. Mountains. In guard, is that your name? He's asking, is it better to create one part of the map for editing in game and connecting them with each other, or must it be on a single plane? Yeah, so it's totally preference. How do I word this? I noticed I'm saying a lot, and while thinking about it, I said really long there. It's kind of funny. I did it again. But basically, I'm working with a bunch of different planes, and they're all just side by side. And then in Blender itself, I'm modifying them all at once. And you can see, like, it's going to need a lot of cleaning up to do, like especially here, because the random messed it up. But I do think this is a good size for mountains. However, I'm noticing it looks flat, right? And it's just because there's only one layer of mountains, and that would never really happen. First person to donate $1 will be mod. No, you shouldn't have said that. I don't know. No. My phone instantly vibrated, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? Did somebody just donate? That is fast." Oh gosh, what is this notification? It's... oh, yeah, we can close that. Alright. How much is Patreon? You can just donate however much you want on Patreon. It's a monthly thing that they take, basically. You can send, like, I think the minimum is $1 a month. I could be wrong, might even be less. But they do take a fee. Pranit, I can't pronounce your name properly. I'm literally just using the built-in camera controller right now. There's nothing different to it. Alright, so, let's once again... It broke. Life is terrible. Okay, I'm gonna save. We have a bunch of multi-edit objects, so let's move this again. unhide everything. Where are they? Okay, I can't see all the multi-edit objects though. Or wait, that's... Oh, I'm dumb. It's because I didn't rename all of them. RIP. Alright, save. Open it up again. Go to the scene. Enter. Okay, I see how it is. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not bothered, you know, I'm not bothered. Penguin Boy saying, will there be mounts? There won't actually be, but it's not going to be as big as you think. Like, you're still going to be on rails. Well, not fully on rails, but like from here, like in this whole tile, you're only ever going to be able to travel to about this much of it. Right? In this tile, you will be able to go through all of it. It's like the one giant open area. That's about it, though. Okay, so let's enter. Boom. We do need a second layer of mountains, because I'm noticing that that is a significant problem right now with the look of our mountains. They just seem flat, right? And I agree. They probably wouldn't form like how they are. And I also want to make it so the game kind of just like ends up here, right? So let's put in mountains all up here. Alright. So this whole area is going to be mountains, right? Like this is just the end of the world kind of thing. And then even down to this tile, it's going to be mountains. Maybe to there, I guess, I don't know. We're going to do mountains. Once again, this is just a boundary in the world, so we need to just block it off. Like so. Okay, so that's a good start. I'm going to pull it up with proportional editing enabled, and I'm going to have it on smooth for a second. I might be grabbing too much stuff here. This is probably going to crash. I didn't think that through. Whoops. How is this even happening? What is... Okay, let's just Control Z. Okay. We've grabbed too much, unfortunately. So we gotta just do this again real quick. I'm gonna start with this bottom area. Because I know for a fact this whole tile is never gonna even be visited. So let's just make mountains out of it, right? Like, that's probably a decent amount. Now, I just want to pull it up a tiny bit. Oh my god. This should not be this difficult. And how, like, how fucking big? Okay. Okay. Control Z. Grab it. Now scroll the wheel down. Pull it up on the Y. We're going to really reduce the amount we're grabbing, just a little bit. Right, now, let's put this on random. I'm going to grab just inside this a smaller area. So, like this. So the random part's going to grab vertices nearby at random. Didn't grab enough. So let's just press the G tool, put it on the Y, increase the random amount, so you can see how it's really starting to change things. And these can be really tall mountains, actually. They're just astronomically tall. Alright. Then we need to take even less. These will be the peaks. Pull this bad boy up. Now you're noticing that's probably way too small, which it is. So we just increase the Y amount. No, we can't yet. That looks terrible. Okay. We still need to... Whoops. Sorry, I don't have my display on. I'll turn it on for you guys. So, put my C tool back on. Do a smaller amount. Like so. These are really tall mountains. Alright, gonna need this also. Grab it on the Z-axis. Oh, I got this axis first. There we go. Z-axis. We can reduce this. Probably not actually. We're gonna need this to be. It's not working too nicely. Not very nicely at all. I don't know why I'm struggling right now. And I'm getting a phone call. I can't answer that. I'll just send a message. Pigard is very talented. I do agree with you on that one. I'm gonna change this now to actually be smooth. Those look terrible in every way. I think I pulled them up too much on with random on. I don't know. What if I put... Okay. I could do proportional editing, like, and size it up or down. Not with all this selected, though. Yeah, I need to start this mountain over. I pulled this too high, so this is just bothering me. I didn't mean to go that far back. Okay. Okay. And I can't end. Oh my gosh. Okay. Save. Close Blender. Open Blender up again. When you guys see. I'm not. What? Okay, enter. We're going to do this in a slightly different manner. Well, same basic attempt. I need to go material view. Just, for some reason, I made it look terrible. So, enable. We'll start off with random, maybe. That's probably better. Grab it on the Z. Now we're getting better heights, so I pull it a bit more. Put that there. Alright. Now we need to actually make our peaks. Of these. Whatever this is. Alright, this is looking better. This is a weird song. Interesting. There we go. Those are much better mountains. Welcome back, Mehmet. How you been? Hello, Samuel. How you doing today? Reading the chat real quick. Torque is saying you can do Control plus and Control minus to decrease the amount of faces that you select in edit mode. Wait, what do you mean? If I was like this and I did Control plus, that doesn't change much. Doesn't change anything. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, escape. So let's make the next area. We need to do something like this. Something like that. Okay. So we have random selected, so we'll just grab it on the Y. Pull it up about to there. Maybe a little bit more. I can't tell what I just did. It's a decent height. Okay. Now, select some random points. Actually, select them like so. Pull it up. Good. And then just get the actual caps for the mountains. Pull those up. Now I missed this one entirely though. So let's make 2 on this one. Sure, why not? Alright, I'm also going to pull one up just way over here. Mainly just to make it seem a little bit more layered. Because you will go into this area and you want it to seem layered. So there's going to be a school, essentially. And it's going to be big. It's going to take up this whole thing. Now that I think about it, I should probably put some smaller mountains just along here. Right, so like the loading process doesn't need to handle all of that. Maybe not like that though, maybe more like this. Just so we don't need to load up the brown area once you're in. Kind of looks like something inappropriate. This will just be some smaller mountains, I guess. Those will need to be tweaked, for sure. If I put this on sharp right now, I wonder what'll happen. Because it's already been so messed up, so if I just made it... Yeah, look at that, it already makes a nice mountain. Cool. Because the ground has already been kind of fudged around with, I can just put this on sharp, and it creates interestingly sharp mountains. I don't know why that surprises me, but it did. So like here, boom, get another peak. Control pad plus. Okay, so if I had these on and I did, I just don't know what you mean. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm actually really happy at just how active the chat is being today. It's kind of nice. So I'm falling behind in reading it, which is kind of sad. But One Man Gamer, yes I can. Sorry about that. As you've noticed, I've opened Blender a few times because those stupid bugs, and every time I continually forget to put on screencast keys. So thank you for pointing it out. Okay. So this area actually does need to be traversable, but I'll just make it so you go through a mountainous path or something. But with that being said, okay, there we go. We're gonna need to make all of this mountainous too. Random. Whoops. That's probably a good height. Okay, good. Now they're all the same height, So I'm gonna have to go in and like manually pull some of these off, and maybe even like size them down, pull them up, right? Start to make these look a little bit more unique. The leaning mountains or something, I don't know. At least there's so many mountains, eh? It's starting to look better though. Alright, let's just color those to see what I've done. I'm probably going to add more afterwards. So, let's take everything that is... Okay, wait, these tiles right now, they're just yellow. So, it's one of the yellow tiles. It's this one. Okay. We're going to hide that for a second. Actually, we're not. We want these tiles for coloring. We tweaked this a little bit too, I think, right? Yeah, sure. We'll take that for now. Okay. Control I, hide all this. Alright. Now we can take anything that's actually been colored, hide it. No, not those. Sadly, not those. Basically just this gray. Let's just hide that. That's all that matters. Okay. And the white. Gray and white. Okay. Turn off proportional editing. I'm going to use the B tool here, known as the box tool. And we're just going to select a lot more than that. Maybe even more than that. Something like that, sure. And we're going to move them on top of each other, I guess. Now, you know what's a faster way, probably? Let's just unwrap all that. Smart UV project, hit OK. One, two, three, four. Alright, so we got the first part of the mountains. Now we need to just color them. Not the C tool, with the B tool. There we go. Like so. Alright, so you're noticing a lot of tearing. We still have to fix all that. But that's totally fine, I think. Also, I didn't get low enough. I mean, none of this matters because you're never going to visit any of this. You visit here though, so that does matter, but I hate shaders. I hate them with a passion. That section, well, I don't really hate them, I just never looked at them. I probably should raise this up, eh? Kinda forgot about it. Let's put on O. Let's unhide everything first so we don't break anything more than it's already broken. That's good enough. Okay. So, to speed this up now, I guess I can just, everything else that's been tiled here, I can just make all green, and that just instantly would make the ground easy to look at, right? So like, this orange, turn off, oh, well let's just make it green. I think that's right, green. No, that's way brighter. It should be this green. Way darker. It should be this green. That looks about right. Okay. All this. There we go. All of whatever this is. No, that's the water. We can just hide that. You know what? I think it's time we fix these broken tiles. Since we're making the whole thing just green. Any other broken pieces that are right there? Looks like there's something right here. Nope. Nope, okay, I think that's it, so we can hide that. So the problem with what I've done, now that they've all overlapped, all this greenness, I can never bake the ground. I mean, I wouldn't want to bake it, but I can't. It's easy to fix. I can fix that in the future if it becomes a problem. I'm on material do I just can't tell. I'm so zoomed out. Okay. What's on this? That's the island. That can stay that green. Doesn't matter if it's darker. Green. Green. Clearly nothing should be purple. Or this color. Already looked at that. So many tiles, eh? That's just a black box. The lag is unreal. What's this? One random tile. We'll make it green. Sure. Where is this? That's that. I think I've got it all. Nope, there's one area that's missing. Right here. And, well, the one, and that one. Okay, I'm freaking blind, eh? I also have a random orange block somewhere. Why is this a thing? Would have never noticed, but since we did. What's this? Okay, so a couple more things. Boom. Okay, we've got some problems here. Now if this ever happens to you and you notice that the color's blending in, it basically just means that it's too close to an edge. That didn't solve it. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe it did solve it, just not here. Oh well, I'll leave it for now. Okay, we have a lot of raised tiles that do need to be discolored, so I might give them this brighter look. So I'm going to take just this, hide everything else. Okay, now anything that's above flat, so anything like this, I'm going to make it, I think it's this color. I have no idea. That's not bad. It's really noticeable right here though, so I'll fix this up a bit. Take just these now, make them the dark blue. Sure. This is kind of annoying, but like, it's not a big deal. You're never going to get there. I wonder how tall that is though, in comparison to the player. Like, maybe it doesn't even look like it should be a thing. Alright, let's exit this. I didn't save, and now it's broken. FML. I might have just lost all that work. Oh, okay. I know why it broke. I realized I'm gonna Control Z that. Remember the one thing we figured out? This must be like so to be able to leave this nicely, or else it doesn't know how to undo the meshes. Childhood games are Call of Duty and Advanced Warfare. Oh man. My childhood game is Call of Duty. Like Spyro and stuff, like the original Call of Duty. kind of funny. It looks like it broke again, which is fine. I don't really care. Let's just origin to 3D, no, origin to geometry. Move it all to the second layer. Alt H to get rid of all this stuff. Move this to the first layer. Alright. Always the name getting messed up. I'm almost tempted just to leave it as multi-edit, and I don't ever have to name it again. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. But then again, it changes the numbers at random constantly too, so like, it's not really that. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Anything else messed up? Yep. No. Okay. Origin to geometry. Mauru really doesn't like the size of the scale, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good size. It's gonna be good. Like, it looks small here, but like, you in reality are just, I can't even get to zoom in. I'll rename it and then we'll take a look. Then we'll take a vote if it should be bigger. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. Actually, I know how I can get rid of the my issues with all them being different heights. I just thought of it. I should set all of their cursors to center. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. 5, 0, 6. I'm gonna leave it how it is. Oh my god, I did it again. 1, 0. I can't type. And you guys are actually awesome though. We've had over 50 viewers this whole time. 1, 1, 1, 2. Anyway, guys, if you haven't subbed, it'd be very nice if you guys did. Try and hit that 10K mark. Almost there. I've actually almost hit 500,000 views also, for total views, which is kind of cool. 500,000 mark. Oh, I did again, 2.6, lol. Okay. Yeah. I think we've made good progress so far. Now, it is that time again, though, for ad roulette. So everybody get it ready. Let's see who the unlucky souls are today. I'm gonna press it. Drum roll, please. And ad. Unfortunately, we can't double sub. That's great. Interesting how this got recolored because it's just slightly raised, eh? Alright, so they're renamed. Next thing I want to do, actually, before I even look at it, probably going to break it again now that I think about it, so it's probably dumb to rename them all. Can't even enter it. Okay. I'm not worried, you know, whatever. Sure. This doesn't actually ever need to be visible, so I can hide this or move it to a different layer. Get out of here. I have a multi-edit object, so this is 3, 2, water. And let's move you also to this layer. What other multi-edit objects do I have? That one doesn't matter for right now. And this is just... what is it? There's nothing there. Delete it. Okay. Gotta reopen Blender again because this multi-edit tool is very buggy. Jackie says he never got one. You probably have ad block running though. Like, I don't get to choose who gets the ads, it just does it at random. Which makes it more fun, right? So now it actually becomes like a roulette game, which is kind of interesting. I remember when Hyden was such a small channel. I kind of still am a small channel though. Like, when you see like Quill or one of those people stream, they get like 10 times the amount of viewers. How can you have 2 patrons but supporters but only $1? So basically, the one person hasn't been paying, because you get to choose if you want to pay or not. So, yeah. Alright, now that we got this all in, let's actually enter again. I want to now, period. I want to start making the ground itself just a little bit more wavy and bumpy. Right, because there's no point in it being so flat. Let's just grab a bunch of random points for now. Alright, let's grab a bunch of other points and just lower them a bit. Grab some more. Grab them with a bigger pull. Just like overall. Maybe even put this as like a slight indent. Pull this one up. Go over here for a second. Pull this down. Pull this down. I do want to put a river in over here now that I think about it. So one that like connects probably to this. Make it go through the water or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out in a bit. Because obviously this random river not going anywhere isn't the only water we're going to have. Paul's saying make a canyon. That's a good idea. Not sure where I'm going to need that in the game. It'll probably be somewhere here. We'll change it in a bit. Not in a bit, but eventually we'll change it. Alright. So I'm just kind of moving these around. And it might be actually like not noticeable enough of changes, or maybe too noticeable. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. Alright. Thanks. Let's see if it manages to not to break for once. You gonna be good? You gonna be good? That is true, I'm a gamer. So I have grown from like 5 to 10 viewers to 50, which is nice. I broke it again. Of course I did. This tool is just such grief. Such grief. And they're all called duplicates. Actually, no, these ones are called multi-edit again. Why does this happen? You're right, I didn't move the island. It's okay. I'll have to do that soon. The ground here is going to be a lot more like up and down, and there's going to be it's going to be a lot more of an interesting environment. But right now, I'm just, like I said, blocking it out. We're going to have to change the terrain type, so this will be more of a desert. This will be more of an ice area, right? So we'll have weird forests, grass plains, normal plains, desert, ice, some mystical thing, some woodland area, which that's actually pretty diverse right there in and of itself. Origin 2, geometry, move it all to this layer, Alt H, because this always breaks. Thanks for that. Alright, I'm going to rename it one more time, and then I'm going to, I want to run around the world just for a bit. Just to get my creative brain running. I mean, this is getting ridiculous with the renaming. It's actually, it's making me consider to not even use the tool. But we're almost done to the point where we're going to get into the micro changes, like the per tile changes. And once we get there, we won't have to use the tool anymore. This is just for like the blocking out. Oh my god, I did it again. Just here. Yeah, so one man gamer. The goal is to eventually add the decimate modifier, but I need to get more of it blocked out first, right? And then I'd have to tether it all together. So we will get there, and it will look really, really good. Paul's asking if there's a low poly editing thing in Unity. I'm sure there is. I've seen somebody actually do a low poly shader just on normal Unity terrain, which looked nice. Okay, save. Why do you name them X then Y instead of Y then X? I don't know. Whenever I do loops, I always do it in this direction first. I guess that people do it this way, don't they? Yeah, interesting. What in the shit? I really recolored to a... what the fuck is this blue for? It is blue. Okay. That's kind of funny. I guess one thing I could do is like mesa terrain. It's not the green. That's the green. Right, so like these mountains don't need to be white. They could be a different color. But it's too late for that, I think. Hello, Penguin Boy. It's going to be an RPG. Turn-based. It's not going to feel turn-based. That's for sure. One Man Gamer. And your fans are probably the kindest I've ever seen on any channel. Oh, that is so true. It, like, 100%. That is true. But I think it's because here, like, people here are actually, like, here to learn, and other people are good at giving advice. So it's just a good place to go to learn, I think. Gotta lower that water soon. I mean, I could just pull it down. It's no big deal. I don't really like how I've recolored some of these parts to be this brown. I don't know how I messed that up. It's not going to feel turn-based though, because it's just not going to feel turn-based. Trust me. I have a good way in mind. I already know it's going to work well too. Yeah, this doesn't feel as large as it was before. But at the same time, I like this. I think this is a good size for a world. Like it'll still take you a while to get through it all, and you have to challenge a lot of things, and you get challenged by a lot of things, I should say. So I think that'll be good. We still have tears in the ground. Got a lot of tears everywhere, but it's also interesting how you... Why can't you see the mountains behind? And why does this drop so much? Is that... oh. Well, that's why you can't see anything, because it's not all lined up. Rip. Let's go to... If you look right, if I were to load up all the different scenes, you'll notice that they're all different heights here, because the origins have changed. So I would have to go in, hold the V tool, pull that one up. Go in, hold the V tool, pull that up, right? Whoops. And I have to do that for everything, which is kind of a shame. Now, there we go. Let's just throw in one of these houses, like this one real quick. Come on, go out of the... go there. just for sizing. See, yeah, the world itself is a little bit small, eh? Look how small the castle is. Alright, we're gonna have to size it up. Like that, and the world takes up quite a bit of space. Let's make a second one over here. Just imagine there's a town here, right? Let's put a couple there real quick. I might need to make the world bigger. Paul is at... No, so I don't have all the other stuff. I just have a slew of things modeled. Like, not enough, but a decent amount. Alright, let's just put this in the scene. That's kind of a shame. That's a lower tile. Well, let's just move this tile up then. Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay. Let's like this. Good enough. Let's grab... I don't know where I want on this though. It's all mountains. Something about there, I think. Alright, let's just open up the one scene. Save all those. I can't pronounce the name. At Tenero saying, Hyden, we told you. And then, oh, you're talking about the size of the place. Now I get it. Yeah, no, you guys are definitely right. Because, like, if we see this. I mean, unless it's like a really, really, really dense game, that building's too high. It needs to be lowered into the ground. You see where it bumps out, right where my guy's hand is right now? It's that much too high. The water's still floating, we can ignore all that, but ignore also this menu that isn't finished. Okay. The animation comes in nice, eh? Right. I don't know, it's probably a little bit too small. There's not enough tiles. I think I need to subdivide it all first. So like, subdivide everything, double up the amount of tiles, then size it up by like 30%. Which is quite a bit of work. Right? So like if I did that right now, let's say I'll do it with this one for the time being. Okay. Subdivide once. Okay. Huh. We're already at 100,000 birds. This is crazy. I'm just going to subdivide just these ones for now, and then I could save, go back here, what is this, a valley for ants? Tenero saying it could be even bigger. Yeah, so we'll see now. If I put my actual import, and I went here and just changed the scale factor to like 1.3, 30% bigger. We can actually go 1.5. Let's go 1.5. So it's literally 50% bigger. But I gotta plan late. So visually impaired is saying I should subdivide and then decimate. Yeah, so I will be doing decimating and I'm going to be triangulating, but I'm not going to be doing that yet until we manage to get the vast majority of the map created, right? So I've only put in some mountains so far and some terrain here. I need to get a lot more done before I can finally get to that step. And that's when it will all come together, right? Like that, it'll take it from like 7 visually to like a 39 out of 10. I don't know why I'm so entertained by that. Alright, so I'm gonna press play, see what happens, see how big it is now. Okay, so all the tiles are, you know, inside of each other. So this is a little bit hard to look at. I do apologize. Okay, let's just jump onto this next tile here. Oh my god. What's going on? No. They're not inside of each other. They're all reset prefabs. No, they're not. What the hell? What am I looking at? Okay, so we got a little bit of trolliness going on, eh? They're really overlapping each other. I can't hit revert. I have an idea. This might not be the greatest of an idea. Let's put cursor to center. Origin 3 cursor? No, I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, so our whole world needs to be fixed. If we do resize it. But let's just try to get a good visual of it. So this would be here. And this tile would be back to... I am so confused. That's one. Oh my god. Okay. This one's supposed to be over to there and there, right? Something like that. Then this is the tile that goes back here. Then these connect to it. But this one needs to be moved to here and lowered. Okay, it's still impossible to understand, but yeah, this is probably much... Alright, I do agree. Probably need to subdivide useless verts. Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get to the good changes in a bit. Like, I could just show you right now, if I went into Blender, I'll just do it with this one tile. And I just went decimate, triangulate, 0.75. Actually, probably even more now, 0.5. Right, let me save. If I go back into Unity, it's taking a while. Alright. I just want to move this one tile around. We can already see how much better the ground looks. Look at this. This looks absolutely beautiful. Look at this terrain. Look at this mountain. Right, now we got a lot overlapping, so it's hard to see which ones I've changed, but... But I'm actually getting really hungry now. So, I am going to call this stream a day. I'll be back on tomorrow, probably around 2 p.m. again, just a little bit later, because I usually hang out until like 4 a.m. On weekends. So, yeah, I won't start until 2 p.m. tomorrow, and I'll do a nice long stream. And we should hopefully then, by tomorrow, have blocked out a vast majority of, well, this world. And then we can start actually tweaking it to work. But you can see, look how nice and shaded that looks. It's great. So thank you guys for joining. If you wouldn't mind, you know, consider becoming a patron. You'll get benefits like being able to name characters in the game and stuff like that. I recreated the page. I have a beautiful, 2 beautiful patrons, I should say, right now. But I only get $1 a month. It's not that great, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been me, you've been you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take care, everybody.